Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Miniatures Monday. And as you can see here, we have our final entry photos from the Grassroots Motorsports Magazine forum unofficial model car build challenge. So it's something I started 2 weeks ago. We covered it on Miniatures Mondays back then, challenging people to, hey, throw up a picture of a fresh kit, get to work on it, see what happens in 2 weeks, and I'll pick a random person for a free kit for my stash. So here are the final entries. So this is Ben Swin. He did a Chevrolet Aerovette concept car. Build turned out really cool. The interior is super cool in this thing. It's this brown leather that he got to look really nice. So that was his build. Car Plus 2 did a Shelby GT350 with his kid. Turned out pretty cool looking. Real nice, like silver chromey looking finish on it. Love the red interior. Those of you that have watched my videos in the past know that on model cars you should really always try for a bright interior color or an uncommon interior color because you can't really see black and it makes the model look more plain. Let's see, Turner X19 built this really awesome Sunbeam Tiger. His engine bay and interior and frame all turned out absolutely gorgeous, just as nice as the outside. And you can see here he's got a wheel swap on it and other stuff to make it like a real Tiger. Really clean build. In fact, Turner X19, he is heading up the second model contest. So he's hosting the one now. It started yesterday and it's going to end on Saturday, May 2nd. And it's the same thing. Grab a kit, build it, throw up the photos. All who build are entered. And he's going to give away a kit from his stash. So I'm going to have to enter his thread next. Trazdad built a Mazda RX-7. This is one of the FCs from the Initial D anime and manga. That one turned out pretty cool. Yilo. So this is actually my favorite car of the build challenge. Yilo actually started with an old glue bomb kit that a friend had done or he had gotten from somewhere. That was a Porsche race car that was all sorts of put together, but wasn't what he wanted. And he had this kit, and he took the built kit apart, soaked everything, took all the paint off and the glue and stuff, rebuilt everything, repainted everything, put this body on it, had these special wheels that he had trimmed down and stuff to the like 1552 looking wheels to make like an RWB tribute Porsche. And I mean, look at the paint on this thing, turned out really amazing. And he did this cool little cozy coupe to go with it. So that was like my personal favorite one to watch because I love doing rebuilds on old models, as you guys know. Carzar 84 built a Focus WRC. Man, this thing turned out awesome. Notice he's got the white marks in the windshield for the windshield wipers, and he's even got like some rub-offs on the door number to kind of like show that like in between stages somebody wiping off the door number so that timing and scoring could have the the right know which car it is and stuff. Really cool looking. Did a great job detailing it. Really turned out cool. Makes me want to try one of my WRC kits now. Dealdalis, and my apologies if I screw up your screen name here. It did a Ferrari Testarossa in purple. Did a bunch of work on the engine. He's got some, if you read the thread, he's got some engine build pics in progress. It's all wired with the spark plug wires and everything too. Engine turned out fantastic, and he did this super unique purple color on it that really looks good on a Testarossa. Buzzboy did a Ferrari F189, so that's a Nigel Mansell Ferrari F1 car. Turned out really nice and clean on that one. Really beautiful kit, really nice build. David S. Wallens built a Mini Cooper. Now, this is a metal kit, so it came like pre-painted, pre-done, and you put it together with screws and stuff. And I thought it was super awesome that he decided to join in anyway, because that's all he had at the house, and all he felt he had the time and skills to do. But, I mean, hey, a model is a model. It turned out great, and there it is, in with everybody else. So, Tony Sestito with the 79 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. This was another really cool build to watch. He's had a number of these actual F-body cars and kind of knows an awful lot about them and was sharing some of that knowledge in the build. And then chose the really cool blue decals to go with the blue car. Turned out really cool looking. Let's see. Connect. He built a Subaru Brat. This thing was super cool, and it was a mistake. He'd actually ordered a Datsun, I believe it was, from his hobby shop, and they got the Subaru in instead, and he said, I'll build it anyway. And so he didn't even know what a Brat was before he built it, and it turned out really cool looking. Love the yellow paint job. Yellow is a really hard color to get on model cars. Aaron King built a Lamborghini Diablo and did it in this super awesome brown metallic color. This is another one of those that got a lot of interior detail in it, and he actually, it's hard to tell in these photos, but in his interior shots you can see they are like a two-tone tan color, which really brightens up the inside of the car and helps it out on the shelf. But that one turned out really cool. Again, another fun offbeat color for a exotic car that actually works out really well. JM Thunderbird Turbo built a Shelby GT500 like street machine convertible. This thing turned out awesome. He sent me all sorts of build pics over text and put quite a few of them up in the thread. And again, with the nice bright interior, has the white and black two-tone. All the wood grain and decals inside turned out really awesome. And he went with the optional parts with the tunnel ram and stuff. And he did a wheel swap on it to these more modern 5-star drag wheels. Really made the car look nice. Love the dark green color. Andy B72 built the new Revell Ford Bronco. This, I've heard, is a really, really nice kit, and he said it went together really well too. And I mean, that green and white paint job is awesome. Look at the houndstooth decals on the interior. Again, nice white interior. Really turned out cool. I'm not much of a truck guy, but I really, really liked this kit and liked watching his build on it. Turned out excellent. Wally did this super awesome Plymouth Cuda. I wish Wally, if you're watching this, throw up some more photos of in progress. He showed like the bear kit and then bam, done. Clearly it's like a hobby stock style build car. He's got a roll cage in there and the NASCAR wheels and stuff, and it's built on a 70 AAR Cuda. With like hand painted numbers and stuff. It's a really awesome build. I'd love to see more details on it. See what he did to the engine and the chassis and getting that roll cage in there and stuff. Because I have a number of these kits I want to turn into SCCA Trans Am racers. So just seeing him do it as a roundy rod car would give me a lot of ideas. And I just think that one turned out really cool. Slowbird built this really awesome Ford Mustang 5.0 coupe, old Fox body. He had these resin 16-inch pony wheels. Got some bigger tires for those, put all that on there. Again, another person that is either built or had a number of these cars in real life and knows a lot about them. Engine bay turned out really awesome. This one has the light gray interior in it. But yeah, I mean, what a nice looking, LX50 coupe there. Turned out really cool. And then there was me. I built the Lamborghini Miura. It is all finished. You can see it there in all of its green glory. Hard to tell in my shots, but my interior is actually a terracotta orange color. And I went with a Tamiya bright green on it. So, and then we have the ones that started and didn't quite finish, but we're throwing them in anyway, because again, for my contest, you didn't have to finish to win, you just had to start. So David Seaman was doing this Lotus Elan. Lots of good progress so far. Again, nice light bright interior color, that light tan and brown. Look at this engine work on there. It's got the red valve cover and stuff. All the little writing on the injection. Can't wait to see that one done. Hopefully he finishes it up for the next challenge. Ben B has been working on this Mazda 767B. Man, that just looks so good. He's got a bazillion little decals to put on it still, so I'm hoping he finishes this one for Turner's build now, and we can see it in all of its glory in May, because we'll definitely update on what happens with that. VW Corvette is doing this Chevrolet Corvette. Now, he built a car in like a week or two, and that's kind of what gave me the idea for this to start off with. He grabbed a 1/32 kit and just built it. Just didn't care about accuracy, didn't care about like the right colors, just built it to build something, and that kind of inspired this. But then he kind of went overboard with this. This is going to be a build more along the lines of like one of his real Corvettes. It's got a C4 interior and suspension chassis swap in it and all sorts of other cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing this build be completed. But I mean, look at that paint job. Really turning out cool, and I love all the body mods on it. Mazda X605 is doing a replica of his real Mitsubishi Delica, and he's trying super hard here. He had the whole chassis done, and he had the whole interior done, but not quite the body done yet. And I chose the interior photo because he was trying to do the crazy pattern on the seats. And I think this turned out really good. Like, to me, that looks really close to what the crazy patterns are in those things. And it was really looking cool. But yeah, he had been problem solving a lot. He had the column in upside down by accident, and the steering wheel was like down in the lap of the seat. He was able to get it turned around correctly and all that stuff. And it was just really fun watching him problem solve all these things and get this really difficult kit together. And then Jeff Mosing is doing the Red Tomato, the Ford Gran Torino from Starsky and Hutch. He's got the paint job all done, got the engine done here, but just not quite put together, so he should finish for the next one as well. And then D. David V, he didn't build for this contest. He was actually already working on this, but he finished during it. We decided to throw him in anyway. Built this Revell 69 Boss 302. He does really cool reviews on his channel. I'll throw a link in my description to his channel. He does great reviews on the newer Ford model kits. So if you're into building kits, especially Ford kits, and you want to know if the kit is good or not, you should check his reviews out. So that is everybody. Now, to go on from there, everybody talking about things. I wanted to pull up the next page because I announced the winners. So there were 23 entries, including me, and obviously I'm not going to include myself and give myself a model. So put in 22 numbers in a random generator, and number 10, which was Tony Sestito, won. I offered him a 72 Corvette Roadster, but he actually is going to pick this 69 Cougar Eliminator, so I'll get that out to him. Decided with so many people I was going to do 2, and number 16 came out as the second number, which was Slowbird, and he's going to stick with that Cougar XR7. And then with Mazda X605, his Perseverance on the Delica is really cool, and he doesn't have a lot of model supplies and stuff like that, so I'm sending him a kit that comes with some paint and brushes and a glue. And same thing for David Wallens, since he was the only one to build a metal model. I've got a couple extra kits to send those guys, so those are going out too. And yeah, just really appreciated everybody's builds. Wanted to show them off here on the channel. So if you want to read all this stuff for yourself, I will throw links in the description. But that's been the first kind of unofficial model build challenge on the GRM forum webpage. So hopefully you all enjoyed that, and we'll give you an update in 2 weeks on how Turner X19's version of it goes. So until next time, that's been Plays with Cars.